Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Live with K0BJJ. I am not alone. We actually have two setting up in the behind stage right now, and one I've been trying to get on for a long time. I first want to say thank you and hello to Phantom, Chris, Tim, and well, Jeff's already in the chat. UTV and Ham Radio, so he's listening to Scanner. They got an officer down over in his neck of the wood. Bill Myers is in the chat. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that was with us for that 500 subscriber giveaway. Ariel is getting his care package on Friday. So Ariel was the winner. Next, and most importantly, before we get to our guests, because they are the important part, down in the description below, shirts, how to donate, and how to get on that supporter list, all down in the description. With that, there's Jeff.
Good evening.
And there's JB. Wow, this is the first time looking in JB's shack. I've harassed him forever, and this is the first time I've got to see in the shack.
Hopefully you guys can hear me okay.
Sound better than I do, probably.
Yep. I had a little bit of issues with this mic, so I'm glad to hear that.
So glad to see everyone. I've been bugging JB for a while. Finally got him on, though he did just switch jobs, so that helped. But
yeah.
So I heard someone was making POTA contacts with Delaware. Jeff, were you out making contacts with Iowa over the weekend?
No, I had a family event up in Pennsylvania. I was not on the air this weekend.
Okay, every time I see in IRL that someone's making contacts with Delaware, I'm always like, I wonder if Jeff's out, because he's like one of like 3 hams in the state.
No, there's more than 3 hams.
But oh no. So we had our giveaway last week. I asked a couple people if they want to come on and talk about different things, but we got some stuff set up for down the pipeline. So we're doing what we normally do. We're just winging it. I'm looking at the chat. Plasma or Phantom. He says I left all my Roudy friends. From what I heard, though, where he's working at is going through bad times. I just talked to a guy. Let me get more centered. I just talked to a guy the other day that was supervising out at that place, and he said this is the closest thing to hell that he's ever seen. Yeah, it's burning over there. I'm going to get rid of this backdrop. So, JB, first time on the stream. You and I have talked a lot off camera.
Yeah.
What do you got going on up in Mason City?
I guess not a whole lot right now. I guess as far as like the club stuff goes, not a lot. It's just we're just doing radio stuff, I suppose. I'm working on a repeater. That's more of a personal project. I'd like to build a portable one, and there was a ham in the area that bought one and then didn't have a use for it, so I was like, I'll buy it from you, and that's about it. I mean, as far as amateur radio goes, not a whole lot. I'm working on the new job.
Nice. Very nice. I want to highlight this. Carrying and Crafts. She's from the Des Moines area. She actually sells Morse code bracelets. So if you would like to see a CW bracelet, I'm sure if you look, can search, you search Carrying and Crafts. If not, if she would like to shoot me a link privately, I'll actually post that in there if anyone would like a Morse code bracelet and help support a fellow Iowan and a fellow friend. So, because I don't think she'll be able to post, but she can always message me and I can get that link out for her website. So, but yeah, so repeater work up in Mason City. Does this mean I'll be able to talk to you from the house now, or is it not going to be that good of a repeater?
Well, it's going to be portable. Hopefully, I think I have a 5U or an 8U case coming, and I'll just it's a DR1X. It's just kind of a cheap Yaesu repeater, and I'll just mount it in there and with a duplexer, and hopefully if we ever need it or for field day or something, I'll drag it out and play with it. It'll have a I'm putting another. That's the reason it's open, is because I'm going to put another radio inside of it to have dedicated for linking to other repeaters. So if there's a repeater around, I can basically set it up as a full duplex link.
So I could see where this would come in handy. If we had another widespread event like a Duray show, where you could get between a area with a downed coverage, get near enough to where they could talk to you, that your setup, and you could connect to another. You could be the middleman.
Yep. That's kind of the idea. I don't know if that's how it's going to work. We'll find out.
Hey, it's it's different innovation, and it's different things that we're trying. It's the thought.
Right.
Whether or not we can get it to work, that's enough. I don't know if you guys saw yet, or if you guys follow Scout 75, but I gave an interview with Scout 75 like in April, and he finally posted it today.
I'll check that out.
So, where we're talking about airy stuff, this was before the channel name. Yeah, I got the old channel shirt on. I haven't got a new one yet, but new shirt yet. But I didn't want to advertise Shields because it seems like every time I'm on live stream, I have my orange Shield shirt on. It's underneath. It's just like, I'm gonna I'll throw something a little bit more formal.
Gotta just get a Shield sponsorship.
That would be nice. I just got a message from someone saying it's time to update your ham shack to the latest World War II technology. Yeah. And I know various people who do that. I'm not one of them. But no, it's
I like old radios.
If John jumps up here, I don't know if he's going to. It's been beautiful weather. He's probably finishing out in the field. But yeah, the old stuff is, intriguing for some people. Me, I love my 991A. I like my 891. Eventually, I might do some QRP. I know I should have done some radio stuff today, but I enjoyed having the day off.
Yeah, the Zygoot coming out with the new radio. I told the XYL that if that radio looks like that 6100 but has 2 meters 77 centimeters, I'm getting it. I regret buying the 6100 and not the 705, but I didn't want to spend 705 money.
JB, I do accept donation. Yeah, I know. I harass you all the time about it. Now, Jeff, when I talk about a guy from Mason City that has more radios and he always has a radio on order?
That's him.
That's him.
I don't always have one on order. Right now, I have one being repaired. I'm not too happy with me and Yesu have been talking. I pre-ordered the 500, the FTM 500, and it was going to replace the 400 in front of me in the shack. And the day it came in, I hooked it up and it worked for about 20 minutes. I was happy with it. I turned it off, came back the next day, turned it on, and it just would not turn on. I was like, what the heck? So yeah, I sent it into Yesu. They were like, we'll fix it. No problem. They fixed some onboard fuse, I guess is all it was. Well, they replaced that and sent it back to me. I got it back in the shack, plugged it in, and the same exact thing happened again. And so I was like, you got to fix the real problem, not the fuse, if that's what you're replacing. But it's been hectic.
Wow.
So what do you got going on, Jeff?
Well, I've been busy with work the past week. I've been sick. Finally getting over that. I think I'm finally done with it. Not much. Has got a video coming out, probably next week. I'm not going to get it done in time for Tuesday night. But I got some other things I have to plan out how to do. And I'm going to be giving a talk to a radio club up in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania, like first week of December. So I got to prep for that. I also need to get back to studying for my extra before the year is out.
Nice.
Definitely.
Well, I wish I was giving more presentations. I did find out last week that for work goes, I'll be giving presentations for work. Um, we got on the topic of education background, and teaching and stuff. And my boss goes, "Oh, so you're the one that wants to go out to all the schools and talk about banking to kids?" I'm like, sure. Has nothing to do with radio, but I mean, it has something to do with presentations. But yeah, no, going up and doing a presentation, that would be fun, Jeff.
They came to me and just said, talk about yourself, like what you do, if like Parks on the Air, how you do your videos. Don't go too far into details, but just give like a 15-minute talk, something like that. So I'm like, okay. So I have a outline. I just got to put it into a PowerPoint presentation. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, that will be interesting. So I don't know if JSB's listed on this. I don't know if Jeff has even heard about this, but did you know you can track the National Weather Balloon sounders and actually help recover them for National Weather Service?
Did not know that.
I was looking at that earlier. I saw it on IRO, and it's quite interesting. I'm gonna have to look deeper into it because I saw.
I'm gonna share the sounding hub right now because I think this is my next rabbit hole I'm gonna dive into.
I would share the GitHub too that Paul put on there, because that's what was really interesting, is like you can just help, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna go back to the pull that one up. I haven't looked at that much, but yeah, no, that's an actual weather balloon that's over central Iowa right now.
Cool. And what site was this?
It's not that one. Let me post the other one. Oh, I just posted the GitHub in the wrong one. Hold on.
Nice.
I okay. We'll go to it, even though I'm already on it. So it's gonna pull you up over Europe, but there we go.
Sandy Hub.
Yeah, no, this has been my new thing, and apparently we're supposed to have a bunch like touchdown in central Iowa over the next week, but we've had some of our members recover them. I mean, these things are not that big; they're pretty small. See if I can steal a picture off of Discord, show everyone. I wonder if I can just share Discord. I probably can.
Yeah, I have an RTL SDR laying around the shack, and I have not known what to do with it. It's been sitting right here on my desk for weeks. And then I saw that, and I was like, I'm building a receiver.
Yeah, so that's a recovery that someone on IRO did. And that's actually where they found it. And then I just exited out of Discord. So we'll be able to see Discord the rest of the stream. That's fine. Yeah, no, it's gonna be my next rabbit hole. I think I'm gonna jump down. Because that would be fun. I like helping National Weather Service. Why not? You know, find their weather balloons for them, their equipment for them. I haven't looked at the GitHub stuff. I'll have to do that later.
And there's one in Delaware, I think, right now. In the lower.
Yes, there is. Sitting at about 6,000 feet. Well, he just went down. He just touched down.
Ah.
So
yeah, I was trying to figure out if it was moving or not. says altitude 534 meters.
It's
or
not showing a
max.
balloon. Not showing a balloon symbol anymore, though.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Good thing I didn't get to Joe's Rehoboth Beach House.
I was gonna say I gotta find the key again because I can't remember. Those, I mean, it's interesting stuff.
So where is
Chase cars, group
kind of
map.
looks like a swampy area.
Yeah.
Well, you got a purple one. I got an orange one.
Oh, you got an orange one?
Yeah. I don't know why. No, that's the one I have. You have it's the same balloon.
Where's the key?
Maybe mine
Yeah.
hasn't. Well, I haven't signed in to it yet, but maybe that's why. I don't know.
Oh, there. Hold on. There's a key that shows the recoveries and everything. How do you get 3 into this? Not sure what you're talking about, Carrying Crafts. Oh, she's messaging me.
So that is west of Laurel, Delaware, southwest of Seaford.
I eventually will find the key for this thing. I've only found it a couple times. The key is pretty neat because it tells you everything. Like, now that there's no balloon,
Oh, they even have a chase mode.
yeah, they do. So today's topic, we're going to be all checking out weather balloon.
Okay, it's 3 hours. So yeah, I guess it landed and I guess someone found it because it's 1 hour. Now it's blue.
Did you find the key?
No, I'm just clicking on the map, top right, left corner of the map. There's a like a time frame drop down, top left of the map, corner of the map itself, underneath the layers. Underneath that, it's a drop down right there. It says 3 hours.
Oh, okay. Live only.
Yeah,
So,
I went there 1 hour and changed the color of that thing.
see, I'm learning this. We're learning this live. So yeah, it must have been recovered.
Now, and that location itself, I think it's part of a wildlife area. It is one of the tracks for one, I believe, because that is the Nanacoke River right next to it, which is part of the John Smith, whatever, Chesapeake Historical Trail, whatever it's called. It's a POTA entity, and that's where it is in Delaware.
Now, my question is, okay, so now that we got the hour time frame, where did the key go? I found the key at one point.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So I was wondering the colors meant something different.
They do. You can find amateur radio balloons. Oh,
Okay, so I'm just gonna send this GitHub. This probably is not what you're looking for, but I'm just gonna put it.
you can share your screen and everything if you want. I can get out of this.
I can do that.
Yep,
Do I
bottom.
just hit present?
Yep.
Share screen. Screen share. Easiest with 2 monitors. I have 4 on here, so. I'm gonna show this screen here, and I found this picture. Am I doing it right? I think so. All right.
Yeah, I gotta add it. That's what
So
I was
I found-
looking for.
Yeah, I found this on a GitHub, so you can. I can put the GitHub in the chat if you want, but it's on the literally just user guide available here, and I clicked it and it went to this GitHub.
Yeah, I thought
So-
that's where the key was too. And I'm probably overlooking it. Someone's probably seeing it going, the key's right there, you idiot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't found that yet, but I thought this was probably useful. It was useful for me anyway. But
Channel log.
The telemetry graph is kind of interesting too.
The user guide on GitHub. Yeah, right below where you were looking, JB. Actually, on your screen. Right below that GitHub.
Oh, yeah. Map legend. Look at that.
Yep. Receiver station, launch. So purple was landed. White is recently recovered. There's no label for blue.
That's not blue, that's cyan.
White with the with an X in front on it is landed and unrecovered.
That's weird. That it's like X'd out, kind of like, but it's unrecovered.
Yeah.
I would mark it. I put an X on it if it got recovered because it got picked up.
I just don't think they load them then. So we had one in the air over Des Moines area. And I'm going to say it was probably recovered because it's not even appearing anymore. Well, there it is. But all right. But yeah, that's my latest dive into things.
Red is ascending. Oh no, I see. No, it's the balloon. That's what's different.
JB, get on the repeater and tell Phil to be nice.
What's he doing?
Look at the chat.
Oh.
We never did that. Probably telling me off or telling me that it's right in front of my nose.
Can you guys hear Ahsoka?
No.
No.
Is she crying?
She's in puppy prison and she's starting to cry and howl.
Oh. What'd she do?
She peed on the floor because while I was cooking dinner, she was going crazy and decided not to tell me she had to go and just went. And I'm like, you're going to puppy prison.
Oh, no, I heard her. She got louder. She went to puppy prison. I love it.
It's a crate down. It's a wired crate down in the kitchen.
You know what? Since we're all looking at this anyway, anyone want me to look somewhere? I'm looking at live only now.
Yeah, screw Delaware.
Hey, I can go back to Delaware.
No, it's like I don't care. I was trying to figure it out, but then I'm like, well, let's go to live anyway. Ooh, there's some in Vineland.
There's an unrecovered over in Vineland.
Yeah.
See, it's got the X.
Yes.
It's
a thinner X than I thought it would be.
Who really cares about this area right here? This particular area right here. Who really cares about that place?
So what are the green dots? Oh,
I believe they're receiver stations.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you could you buy some kind of hardware or something.
Well, you build it. That's what the GitHub was.
Oh, I didn't look at the GitHub yet.
Yeah, it looks like a Raspberry Pi, and now I'm just guessing here. I haven't really read it yet, but it looks like you have a receiver like an RTL SDR or some other dongle, and a Raspberry Pi, and kind of like an iGate. I'm wondering if it probably is packet, but again, I don't want to say that and then be wrong. So don't prosecute me if I'm wrong, everybody.
Prosecute him. No. It looks like we got one over Ulysses, Nebraska right now. And it looks like it's possibly going to land by the track over here. Isn't that down the road from Abe's house? Wait, it's Nebraska. Everything's down the road from Abe's house. He still has yet to come on here and defend his position on the world being flat. So until he does, the world is round and flat earthers can kiss my rear end. Yeah, that's kind of neat. It's north of Link. I could be there in about 6-ish hours. Better not, though. I got to be at work at 8 a.m. Any more in the Midwest? We got an unrecovered in Mitchell, South Dakota. I mean, South Dakota, I mean, how hard could it be? It's all plains, right? Actually, it's snow right now. It's probably buried. I think they just got snow. JB, didn't you just get snow up there not that long ago?
Yeah, and it was like a week ago it started snowing, and I was in the middle of setting up a DX commander for one of the club members up here, and all of a sudden it started snowing, so that was kind of fun. But we got it done, and he's happy with it, and we were just both very cold.
We got anyone last Saturday? Phil's active in chat. You need to come on here more often, JB. This is the most I've seen Phil say anything. What are we unreceiving? We are unrecovering. We are unrecovering National Weather Service balloons. That's what we're all kind of playing with right now. If anyone has an area where they want me to look to see if there's an actual balloon in the area or anything right now, let me know in chat. Because why not? I'm having fun with this. This is my new rabbit hole down the hobby. If I have to build anything, I'm probably going to have to drive up to Mason City to get JB's help because I'm not that good. I can build the antenna.
I see one active balloon.
Well, I've got one right now in Missouri.
In Missouri?
In Missouri.
Let me go to Missouri, man. I missed Missouri.
And I'm on live only. It looks like it's still in the air because I think green was still in the air.
I don't see one in Missouri. I see one in California. It's San Diego, flying over Miramar.
Yeah, I got the one in descending, and it's west of Kansas City. Dang near straight south of me.
Oh, wait, there's another one I found. Oh, that's Australia. Crikey!
Crikey.
How did I get down to Australia? Excuse me.
So if you are near Fayette, Missouri right now, we got a balloon that's descending. Looks like it's gonna touch down somewhere between County Road 402 and County Road 403. But don't know when it'll be there, but that's where it looks like it's going. We got another active one just northwest of Lincoln, headed towards Brainerd, Nebraska.
I'm back. Sorry.
What'd you do?
I'm connected to my server so I could, because I'm going to try to build one of these receivers. Well, in order to do that, it wasn't going to let me because I had my VPN on. So then I turned my VPN off, and then right after I did it, I was like, oh, that's going to temporarily disconnect my internet. So
someone asked if we have any near Baldwin, Wisconsin. We don't have any currently in the air in Wisconsin at all. I don't know where Baldwin is, but I just look at the entire state, and I'm not seeing any currently in the entire state. And it looks like they've all been recovered of the ones that have been. So, no, this is just kind of neat. W0YR Paul, he was the one that started the Iowa ops down this rabbit hole, and I thought I'd get everyone else in down here too. Because why not? Why wouldn't we? But you know what would really help things with this? And I'm not just saying it because we are 100% on likes and share or likes right now. But if people shared this out and we had someone with an extra $10 that would donate to the channel and buy us a coffee, and then, or buy us a burger, because I don't drink coffee, I eat burgers. We could get closer to doing some of these projects. And I'm not just saying because it funds me. I'm saying because it would actually help us. But I was going to go with the likes and stuff, and then I look at the stream. We actually are at 100. I would say 110% because we have 10 likes and 9 watching. So likes are good. Thank you all. If you're not subscribed, hit that too. Because every once in a while we do have topics that are personal, intentional, and we're not always winging it. It's just most of the time. But yeah, this is really cool. Now I'm going to get addicted to this. This is like ADSB exchange.
I like watching that stuff too.
I need to get off my burgers. What are you saying, Chris? Chris, are you calling me fat? I think Chris is calling me fat. For that, I'm going to cook up a pack of bacon after the stream.
Bacon.
So we're all going to Ben's after this.
You actually could be here right after it gets done, depending on how I cook it. Oh, Roger! Hey, buddy. What did you miss? You're looking at it. We are exploring weather balloon locations. In fact, I didn't check the Pacific Northwest. Let's see if there's any up there. Currently in the air. I'm not seeing any. It's neat. And then we'll have to, what's going to happen, JB? We're going to have to chase these. And then I'm going to have to get video footage chasing these.
Yeah, it'd be fun too. I was just seeing if I have a box up there of Raspberry Pis. I need one that's empty. And that's what I was going to ask you. Can you look up there and see if there should be a box up there full of Raspberry Pis.
Oh, is the XYL there?
Yeah, she's sitting right here.
Everyone say hi to JB's XYL. We'll put her.
She can't hear you. You're in my headphones. Everybody says hi on the stream.
I need to come hang out with you guys.
Do you know the southeastern part of Washington State, Roger, is a desert? I've been there.
I want the silver thing. In the bag.
If she could hear me, I would totally say something to embarrass her right now.
Don't do that.
Just put it back in the box. I'll use it later. I have an unopened Raspberry Pi that we're going to use to receive as a receiver for this. These
nice.
weather balloons. So
until the better half I'll be over for dinner. No, I'm joking.
You missed it already. I told her we were doing this, so we ate early, but technically this isn't a Raspberry Pi. It's one of those L or Lee potato things. Because I was buying them in bulk.
I want him front and center. Here, how do I do that? I want to select JB so he can show everyone.
I mean, there's not much to show.
There,
it's a single board computer.
What do you got?
It's just raspberry Pis got really expensive and very hard to get, so I started buying these. I buy like 4 at a time on Amazon. You get them for like $20 a piece. So I have a box of them, and I just grab them as I need them and use them. And there'll be one going in that as well as an Arduino going in that repeater back there. There's one running a ham clock on that screen. I've got them all over the place doing all sorts of stuff. There's one running Echo Link.
I need to get a ham clock at some point.
It is
How do you
convenient.
How do you like being front and center right now, JB? For everyone.
I don't know. I'm still getting used to even just seeing myself on the screen. It's kind of weirded me out a little bit. So that's why I keep looking at. I have other screens I can look at. Let's see what's going on with APRS here on my back screen.
Now, Jeff, I'm not saying that JB's ever talked about starting a YouTube channel, but if he was considering it, would you have any advice for him starting a ham radio YouTube channel?
If you're starting out, make sure you use some free software. If you have Windows, there's DaVinci Resolve. Mac has iMovie, which is how I started until I developed my skill, and then I upgraded. But yeah, just figure out what you want to do.
Now, JB is my resident Arden expert, so eventually we'll have him on here talking about that.
Don't call me an expert.
Well, we're amateurs. You're expert compared to me. I know the name Arden. That's it.
If you know how to use Google, you know as much as I do.
But no, I've given JB it's been since I met you. I've given you crap because he's got awesome ideas and stuff. I've been giving him crap about a channel, and I think I finally got the seed planted enough to where he's considering it. But
I have considered it. The big thing for me is, what do I talk about? I mean, I don't know if I've got anything like maybe I could make 1 or 2 interesting videos, but I don't think I'd be able to get people to come back, keep watching, you know.
And then I tell him, look at my channel.
Well, I got a comment on this. Roger says he's been through 10 Sleep Wyoming. You know, that's the whole idea. Is it was like a Native American thing where it was 10 sleeps to that place and then 10 sleeps away from somewhere else. Like that's always been just a halfway point. So we stopped there was it last year on vacation? And I also have a sticker that's it's like 10 fingers and then a tent. And I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
I have no idea where we're talking about. I'm looking it up.
It's a place in Wyoming, and actually just around there somewhere, there is a POTA park that has never been activated. So when I was there, I wanted to activate it, and then I found out, well, then in order to get to the park, it was like an 8-mile hike, and like nothing, like I couldn't drive up there. I had to hike in, and it was like I only had a day because we literally just stayed the night there. And so I was like, I don't have time to do it.
That was that one up by Meadowlark Lake.
Yeah, because I asked you, I was like, would this technically be right? And I didn't do it because I was questioning it. So, but
I was sitting here, I'm like, wait a second.
I'll be back grabbing the puppy.
Okay. He's grabbing the jailbird. We'll remove him temporarily. Yeah. No, now that I realize it. No, yeah, you went out to Wyoming last year. I went through Wyoming last year. That was, okay, that's straight north of where I overnighted at. I've literally got it on the map right now. That is straight north of Rollins.
Yeah, we just stayed there on our way out to Montana.
Yeah. So when is the Mason City group going to be doing our next statewide meetup?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if we're doing the next one or what's going on. If you want us to, it can be brought up at a meeting, but I guess I'm not the one to make that decision. So
Yeah, say we got to get something figured out.
it'd be cool to do though, and especially now we're getting into fall, we've got all winter to plan it.
Yeah. It'd be nice to make
Going,
that a biannual thing, but I mean, if we start annually, I mean, last year we had what, 10, 20 people?
yeah. It was fun though.
It was, and like I think we were talking about this, and we have a multi-state crowd here, and I went limited to just Iowans with this thing. It's a POTA meetup, is what it is.
Right.
Um,
Well, like KB9VBR did the camping like POTA thing, and
yeah,
he just invited everybody, like the same deal, you know.
and that's what it would be. So I mean, if we could spread it around the state, like if you guys took it, and we were up at what Mason's Clear Lake State Park or something.
Yeah, or I was thinking Pilot Knob.
Pilot Knob would be nice. And then we make sure there's no wedding events going up at the Knob and just take over the Knob.
Yeah, I'd like to. There's a guy in our club, and he's a farmer, so obviously I haven't seen him in a while. He talked about going up the tower at Pilot Knob and stringing up like a full 80-meter dipole just right there, and it would be kind of fun, you know. We'd get all the elevation without any of the work.
Well, I mean, that's still quite a bit of a hike up there. I mean, so you're still going to have to work for it.
It's not that bad, but
it's not that bad. But so let me try to get pictures for people to see what I'm talking about or what we're talking about. We drop the little guy, and then I want the picture pop up. Anyway, this is an old photo.
Can confirm that Clear Lake is RF noisy. Jeremy, you said, yep. Yes, it is. I've very slowly been trying to take the number one spot in Clear Lake, because it is currently some guy from like South Dakota or something, and it's got to be local.
Exactly. I need to get on that down here too. So this is the Knob. When we're talking about the Knob, this building is called the Knob. It's an old fire outlook.
Knob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he said knob.
Knob. So I mean, and the views. I mean, right up there, right over there is Minnesota. That's Albert Lee, roughly right over there. JB is like this way. He's straight off the edge here.
That way or that way?
He's straight off this edge. My hometown's kind of over this area. Here's another view.
He said knob.
Knob. Yeah, knob. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
No. One of the tallest places in Iowa.
It used to be
taller than Delaware.
Well, I think my entire state's taller than Delaware.
Could be parts of it, at least. I thought Iowa was flat.
You definitely haven't been to where I'm at. So yeah, this is from the trail looking up here. So yeah, we could get an 80-meter dipole going right off that down to the tree line on the other side. We could just take over this entire grass patch.
It would be fun.
It would be. It'd be really fun. What's this photo of? It must be from the night. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Forest City and them, DNR would never have a fit with us doing anything like that. Actually, I don't think they would. Plus, I'm pretty sure I still know most of them. Pretty sure. So, yeah, no, that would be fun doing the statewide POTA outing up in up there since we did it down at Big Creek this last time, but we'll figure it out. I just got to make sure I don't work or I request it off.
Yeah, we'll have to. I'll bring it up at a meeting, and or Phil or one of us will bring it up, and we'll see what we can get figured out.
Yeah, and then we could throw it out in the Discord, and see if we need to raise some money to rent a shelter house or whatever, and get something going, and then we'll just advertise the heck out of it for anyone that wants to show up and hang out with a bunch of Iowa boys. That close to Minnesota, we might get Scout 75 to branch his way down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Albert Lee has a pretty active club just in general, so I'm
Yeah,
sure we
they
can get
do.
some of them guys to come down.
From Pilot Knob on a handheld, you can get simplex contacts from Albert Lee area.
Oh, yeah.
That's how high that elevation is. You can get simplex from Minnesota from that park. Ask me how I know. Phil says he'll get the shelter house. There we go. Phil just volunteered to rent the shelter house. Now you guys figure it out. We'll get everything orchestrated, and we'll have a outing next spring / summer / whenever you guys get it planned or want to do it, and we'll go have some fun. And then hopefully I'll have upgraded. No, I'll do a video for it too, and then maybe JB will have a channel. He'll do a video for it. And I don't know. I tried to get a couple guys to come over last year, and we got Kevin to come over, and that was about it. It's what, $30, not a big deal. At $30 isn't a big deal. I know Jeff and I could use $30.
Mm-hmm.
I can use $30 too, Phil. If we split it, $10 each. That's still heck. That's a burger, right?
I do get that. Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Phil's sitting there going, "Gosh darn it, I'm talking about money."
No, Phil's probably thinking, "Let's just do it. Let's just plan it, and we can." Well, I'm on the board on the club, so you've got about 50% of the board saying it's fine.
Motion passes.
Yeah, basically.
Oh gosh, I don't know. We're in our calm weather pattern right now. What does winter weather look like for you, Jeff? Because I know how it looks like for us.
Well, the past 2 or 3 years, it has not snowed. Any snow that we did get was gone shortly after, and it's only on the grass. We have not gotten any major accumulation for the past few years. Now, they're saying, and your buddy Ryan Hall saying we're supposed to get above average, like 15 to 25% more than normal.
So you'll have 2 inches that last a week. That'd be 15 to 25%.
I remember growing up, ever since I was a little kid, I remember growing up and having some major freaking blizzards. In the mid 70s, 1988, when I was in my freshman year of college, I remember 94/95 when I was at the recording studio and slipped and the equipment fell on top of me and I hurt my back. 2010, well, actually before that too. Sometime I was at work, I was like leaving, and they said the security guys go, "You're leaving?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like you're not gonna stay here. I'm like, "No, I'm not staying here. I'm leaving." And I drove home through the blizzard. There's like already like 3 feet of snow. Yeah, we've had some good snow here. It's just been a while.
So Jeff, now that you dated yourself, you were in college the year I was born. And JB is, I believe, younger than me. So how is that back feeling right now?
Oh, it feels as old as I actually am. Not as I look, but actually what I am. Yeah. I've had a shoulder pain like all weekend. I think it's finally going away, or I don't know. We'll see tomorrow.
I will agree, Chris. Snow is fun to
Yes,
drive in.
it is. And if you know how to drive in the snow, that makes it fun. If you're just a ding dong driving in the snow like a ding dong, then no, that's not fun for other people at least.
So that being said, ding dongs driving in the snow. How many people got their reservations in the ditch with the first snow up there, JB? Was there a fair
Uh,
few, or are they still saving those reservations for a bigger snowstorm?
they must be saving them. I didn't see any. That doesn't mean there wasn't any, but I didn't see any. So I
We
do
kind
remember though last year when I was driving semi from Mason City to Des Moines every day. Every time it snowed, I would count how many cars were in the ditch, and I don't think there was one time it was below 10.
yeah. We have our saying in Iowa: when it snows, everyone cashes in those reservations because there's never room in the ditch. You can find a room in any hotel, but you can't find any room in the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm thinking this year we're going to have one or two real good blizzards down here. Weather is considerably different up by JB, and that's funny considering we're, 2 hours apart?
Yeah,
No, I
yeah,
wouldn't
about
call
that.
that weird, but I can see how it's different.
They get more snowfall than we do. We get more ice. So while they're getting 16-foot high snow drifts, I'm getting 2 inches of ice,
Yep.
which is why I love my 5-minute drive now. But JB's staring around looking at something.
Yeah, I'm I'm building this receiver still, and for some reason I have Belena Etcher running and it's not validating the ISO file. I'm just gonna try it again here. My computer is trying to do that and is streaming, so maybe that's the issue.
The one tree in Iowa doesn't help blocking the snow. They're getting better about that. I don't know if JB's noticed this, but they're actually planting trees along the interstate now, doing natural snow fence.
Nice.
Have you noticed that, JB?
No, I guess I didn't know that, but I don't really pay that much attention, honestly.
This before I got this new job and I was driving 80 back and forth. Yeah, they were actually planting trees along the interstate for a natural snow fence. It only took them how many years to figure out, hey, these trees, once you plant them, they're cheap. We don't have to maintain them, and they work.
Didn't there used to be a thing like encouraging farmers to keep like the last 1 or 2 rows of corn in along the
Still
road?
do.
And do they still do that? I know that at least used to be a thing. I assume it still is, but
They encourage it, and the farmers typically only do it around their farmsteads because why protect the road when they can protect their house and then they don't lose that much money?
right. I guess I don't know. I don't know enough about that to speak on it. I just know it's a thing. I've seen it done, but
I used to be best friends with all the farmers that did it up in Winnebago County because guess where I was pheasant hunting when the snow hit?
yeah.
All those little pieces of corn. Sumner, Iowa for 13 years and 13 inches of snow was an event. That's not even bad. So, Sumner Sumner gets more than that in a setting usually. I was gonna say, back in now, I'm gonna make Jeff feel old here. Back in '08, fall of '08, when I was in college, up on Highway 9 up there, north of Mason City and west a little bit, they were putting the snowplow blades on end because they had 16-foot high snow drifts that year. So, and I was in college in Waterloo, not too far from Sumner, but we were getting steady snow down in Waterloo. And yeah, Dad was working for the city at that point. and the county was putting the snow plow blades on end and then asking all the city crews to go a mile in every direction because the county could not keep up. So, but hey guys, we got 3 minutes left. Jeff, what do you got going on? What do you got coming up?
I'm not gonna have a video this week. Like I said earlier, I'll probably come have it done next week, and hopefully after that I'll have a few more different ones, different types of videos that normally I don't do. But I gotta work on those too, so we'll see.
All right. And JB, did I scare you away, or are you going to come back and hang out with us some more? Because it's been nice having you.
I can, yeah. Like I said, well, and we've talked about coming on and talking about Arden, and I've brought up JSA Call. I feel like I know more about that than I do Arden, but yeah, whenever, I guess. I got the stuff figured out. That's really what I was worried about. And it seems to be working. So as long as it's working, yeah, I'll come hang out.
Well, you're welcome to hang out anytime. And if and when you're ready to talk about Arden or JSA Call, we can make a show just about that, and you can educate us. Or if not anyone else, you can at least educate me, which is, you'll educate someone. So, because yeah, I know nothing about JSA Call. I know nothing about Arden. Arden just really intrigues me. I don't know why, but it does.
It is a lot of fun. We don't have any permanent nodes up yet, but we play with. I thought I might have one around here. We call them Eastwoods. They're little tiny routers that work on 5 volts. If we talk about Arden, I'll talk about those what we call Eastwoods. It's kind of an inside joke, but they're GLI net, and at one point in time somebody from the club called it a glint, and then for somehow it became Glint Eastwood. And but
I had a feeling that was the connection.
But we use those, and I mean I've got about 10 of them, and so we have like a mobile, like a mesh that can be deployed, and we play with those a lot. And I've got a couple other routers, but we'll come on sometime and just flash one on the stream and show people how it works and how to add services and stuff to it. So
nice. Well, guys, I got 9 o'clock. I'm going to hit this outro. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you have not liked it, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Again, links down in the description below if you want to support the channel any other ways. Thank you again, JB and Jeff, and we will see you next week live with K0BJJ.